great time to get outside, walk around, and enjoy some accounting.
Absolutely.
So, Chris, the Lake Dillon Theater has a lot of exciting things going on right now.
So much.
So much. So, okay, for those of you that don't know, fill me in on what's going on.
So we have entered into a new partnership with the town of Silverthorne, and are breaking ground on a brand new facility in just a couple of months.
Yes.
May 1st, May 2nd, I think is when we're officially
right
breaking
around
ground.
the corner. Okay.
But in the meantime, we have to keep performing, and so we have worked out an agreement and a partnership with the outlets of Silverthorne.
Perfect.
And
Great
so
location.
we're going to be performing in the old Adidas store, which is right next door to the Colorado Welcome Center.
Okay.
So it's a year of interim.
Right.
And so we're retrofitting a shoe store into a theater, which is actually kind of great because we're going to have more room than we've ever had.
Well, I feel like it's like so unique, and here's kind of a.
This is the new facility.
Okay.
That was a rendering from a couple months ago. It's changed slightly. Okay. Gotten a little bit better, I think.
Wonderful.
So yeah, it's very exciting. We'll be moving into that building this time next year.
That time will fly by, I have no doubt.
Yes, it will.
But I want to talk about your interim location here at the Outlets. I feel like it's a really cool take on theater, because I mean, I feel like that's kind of the point, is that, you know, with theater, like, it gets interesting like that. It's really unique.
Yeah, and you know, our patrons are going to love it because we're going to be able to stretch our arms a little bit.
I like stretching my arms.
I know, right? So we're going to seat a few more seats because in the summertime we turn away so many people. So that'll be really wonderful. Really wonderful. And it's a nice transition into our brand new facility. So here we are moving into this interim space that's going to look wonderful as a theater, and it's going to be a little bit different, and then when we move into the new facility, it'll be a lot different. So it's a nice transition for us as staff and for our patrons.
Absolutely. As well. And so March 4th, it's right around the corner.
Yeah, our first show of the 2016 season opens on March 4th.
Which is really impressive, considering you guys have been in the middle of a move and building out the new theater at the same time, that you guys have been able to rehearse. I don't even know how you do that.
I'm not quite for sure how we're doing it either, but we're doing it.
But you are.
We're doing it, and we will be ready to open on March 4th with dancing lessons.
Dancing lessons, wonderful. Oh, okay, and there it is. And you guys have a stacked calendar going on.
It really is, yeah. This is great. And next year will be even more, even though it's only going to be a half a season next year, because we're going to do even though we're going to be moving into the building in February and March, we're not going to do our grand opening until summer.
So what is Dancing Lessons about, by the way?
Dancing Lessons is really a wonderful story. It's written by Mark St. Germain, who wrote Freud's Last Session, a show that we did last year. And this is really kind of a wonderful, non-traditional love story.
Okay.
It's about a Broadway dancer who has injured her leg. She gets a knock on the door from one of her upstairs neighbors, and he is a college professor who also has Asperger's.
Okay.
And so he's has some social issues that he has to work through.
Okay.
But he's being honored for an award, and he's going to have to dance at this event. And he wants to hire her to teach him how to dance. But he doesn't like to be touched, and he doesn't like the music loud. And they end up forming a relationship, a really strong bond that you think is going to go one direction and it goes another. It's really just
it sounds like it's very well written.
It's a beautiful story, and the two actors that we have are just amazing to come in and do this show. And so I think our audiences are going to love it.
And that starts on March 4th.
March 4th.
March 4th at the new location of the Outlets at Silverthorne.
That's right.
Interim location.
Interim location.
And then also, you guys do youth theater workshops, which is totally worth mentioning.
We do. We're doing one that starts, I think, in March. Tim was here last week. I'm sure he told you guys all about it. But it's Stinky Cheese Man. And what's great about this is that it's production oriented, but it's not just the students showing up and learning their lines and learning their blocking and putting on their costumes and doing the show. We actually do a lot of educational components to it, where because theater is, especially at that young age, is not just about showing up and being goofy.
Right.
It's about learning some life skills for later on in life.
I took theater workshops when I was young, and I still remember it.
Well, yeah, it makes you a better public speaker. It makes you comfortable in front of the cameras.
Absolutely.
I mean, it does a lot of things for you. It also enhances your ability, your cognitive thinking for math and science. But I don't want to get into all of that right now.
Also important, and you make friends too.
you do make a lot of friends.
I like
Sometimes they're
making
friends for life.
Exactly. And for folks to get more information on your youth theater workshops and dancing lessons and your new location, where should they go?
Best place is to go to the website, lakedillontheater.org.
Perfect. Well, Chris, thanks so much for joining me and chatting with me. I'm so excited for you guys. Best of luck to you.
Oh, thank you.
Break a leg.
You bet.
And we'll be back with more Summit Sunrise right after this, folks. Don't go anywhere.